This is day 42 of Forge Keyboard updates every day until the product ships. Today we're going to take on a request from a user that asked us to try making new Masters Forge caps from grippy materials. This was the first prototype I ever built that had a rubberized texture on the keycaps. It's pretty old, this is like 8 years old, so it doesn't look great, but there's a couple still on here and you can see the cavity at the top of the cap where I could test different types of squishier or grippy materials in there. But today what we're going to do, we're going to take the same geometry of the caps that we've already made out of wood and metal and other materials, and we're going to print it out of TPU as a test. These really do not look great, but that's okay. We're really just testing it for feel. They're definitely flexible and squishy and spongy, and about the same durometer that I would expect if we did this in some molded part. So let's try them out. So here's wood. This is zebra wood. That was my current favorite cap of all the materials we've tested so far. And then here's the TPU, the squishier material. And they're both quite good. They're both definitely feasible, and I could see different people favoring one over the other. That's sort of the beauty of the full ecosystem, is that you can swap out your caps and whatnot. But I personally tend to lean towards the wood. And the reason is that the little extra hardness that this material has, I feel helps to create more consistency in when you go across that on-off threshold of the switches, and has better articulation of and haptic feedback for letting you be informed of when something is activated or not activated. And it's a delicate balance when it comes to function and comfort, when it comes to cap design especially. So I think this was an insightful comment. It had been quite a while since I'd revisited squishier caps, and I think this is something that I would love to offer. I don't know if we'll immediately offer a squishier molded cap off the bat, but it's something that's definitely on the table now. And I think that there are definitely going to be people out there that prefer this over some of the harder materials. One feature about this cap design that I don't think works as well with the squishy material is this sort of, you have a bowl around the top, which whenever your fingers are just resting on the switch, you can feel the entire rim. But then whenever you press down into the switch or you're pulling in different directions, you have this kind of broken sinusoid here that pushes the center up into your finger to give you additional traction. And then it even has like these very subtle, I'll show you on the real thing. So this little hatching here in the center here, almost like you'd see on a barbell, the texture gives you additional grip, but it's something that is not always going to be pressing up into your finger. It sort of only presses back against you while that switch is being used, or while that switch is being engaged by you pressing your finger into it. Let me know in the comments what you think about this analysis and what caps you're looking forward to the most in the Forge Keyboard ecosystem.